Hey guys, what's up? So this chapter of Berserk, chapter 362, Phantasm, Blood-Stained Memories. This chapter is insane. If you guys haven't checked it out, please check it out because a lot happens in this chapter and a lot is revealed and it confirms a lot of our suspicions that we've talked about in this channel. So let's dive right into it, right? So it has been revealed that the last member of the Berserker armor, the last person to wear the Berserker armor, is indeed, in fact, the Skull Knight. And how do we know this? Because we saw Bloodstained Memory, courtesy the blacksmith, and him summoning the memory through the Berserker armor. Guts was able to see what happened in the final moments prior to the loss of life of the Skull Knight, King Gaiseric, prior to him falling. And in it we saw that an event similar to the eclipse was going on, but it's totally different because it seems like it was many apostles, but the whole arena was snake-like tentacles all over. And in the center of the arena, behind this big eye in the storm, there was the God Hand, but not the God Hand members we know. From what we can see, the only member of the God Hand that is been a member for a while is Void. We have these four other unknown beings, but we know they're God Hand members. Why? Because they stand at the back of Void, and we haven't seen any other apostles done that. So what does this tell us? This means that over 1,000 years ago, the Skull Knight started this war against these fiends, these monsters, and even though Void still exists today and the God Hand members still exist today, we know that Skull Knight was victorious to a point. Because, and this is my argument for this, right? There's new God Hand members, and clearly it shows that Skull Knight was able to subdue or defeat the four members we have no idea about in this current chapter. And this is going to be really interesting. Hopefully we get some more reveals on this. But this means that Skull Knight was probably able to save the world, or by at least some time prior to the events of what's going on right now. So later on in the chapter we see that Shurike did her Shurike thing and stopped the armor from going more berserk, because Guts' armor is very powerful. But before that happened, and I can't believe, there's so much going on in the chapter, I'm jumping back and forth, but so much happened. Before that happened, we saw a glimpse of Skull Knight's possible loved one or wife, possibly. She was a very beautiful lady, but clearly she lost her life on this day. And we saw that in the background as the blood is seeping down from his eye, that there's a brand on the ground. So clearly the God Hand members had a huge part to play in the king's losing his everything. So we know for sure Skull Knight was a king because he says it himself, as implied. We know that Skull Knight lost a lot, and we know that he has a lot of pain and hatred towards Void directly because of the events of the past. Nothing is speculation anymore. Nothing is like, you know, like, well, we think this, we think that. You know, it's been revealed. It's been, you know, we all the evidence point to everything we've talked about on this channel. You know, so this is insane, right? As you see here, Skull Knight says, "What you bore witness to was the end of a foolish king and the beginning of a dead man stalking the endless night." This chapter, oh my gosh. So a couple of things about this chapter. It was brilliant. Things I didn't like about this chapter, it's too damn short. How do you have a chapter of Berserk end at 14 pages? This is like, you can't do great work like this and then just, this is like teaser tidbits. Overall, I really enjoy this chapter because we see that Miria is going to force Guts to reveal the story. Because again, Guts' character is very stoic and strong. He's the protagonist. He's not a man of many words. You know, he's cool and everything, but we need backstory for us, the viewers, right? And this forces the dialogue because now some things may be revealed that would have not ordinarily been revealed to us. And seeing that death might explain how Guts might tap into the powers of the armor later on as well. You know, it's like everything is coming down to the wire now, and the blacksmith, I'm pretty sure he did that intentionally, not to just reveal what happened to the last wear of the armor, but it might have some, you know, abilities to help Guts understand how to better coincide with the armor and understand himself before his own demon takes him over. But overall, this chapter has, I mean, man, there's a lot to talk about, and I can't do this in one video. This is just a quick review. But you guys tell me what you think and comment down below. What do you guys think about this chapter, right? I thought this chapter was freaking brilliant. Like, wow. This, and, you know, not to go on a rant or anything like that, but this is why Berserk needs to be redone in a proper series by like a proper like anime studios, and the story needs to be fleshed out. If Berserk did that, or if the series did that, it would have such a high demand that it would probably force Miura to continue the series faster to finish it, because it's such great storytelling. This is why I love this series so much. So you guys tell me what you think, comment down below. I could talk about this chapter all night, but I can't. I have work in the morning, and like I'm definitely going to do an in-depth review on what could have happened and who are these beings and how Skull Knight could possibly defeat them. But clearly, one of the key takeaways from this is like Skull Knight had to become the Skull Knight before these beings start falling. And, you know, hopefully more of that has been revealed later on. So hopefully Guts doesn't need to die or cross over to the demon side to become the only key to defeat these gods, right? So, alright, you guys take care. Peace.